For the full bootcamp benefits, sign up at westcough.com/bootcamp.
Hello, this is David, and in this video I'm going to explain why you don't need to give up your favourite foods in order to lose weight. Now, this is all because losing weight comes down to calories out versus calories in. If you consume fewer calories than you expend, then you will lose weight. And this is true regardless of the foods that you are eating. So whether you're eating salads, fruits and vegetables and sticking only to that, or you're eating junk food, so long as you consume fewer calories than you expend, you will lose weight. This is all about thermodynamics, where energy in minus energy out equals energy stored. Therefore, if your energy out is greater than your energy in, then your energy stored, i.e. that which you build as fat, will be negative, meaning you will end up burning fat and losing weight. Now, there's also another important reason as to why you don't want to give up your favourite foods when attempting to lose weight, and that all comes down to the psychological side of losing weight. Because if you have to give up things that you really enjoy eating, then the process is going to be really difficult, and ultimately you're not going to enjoy doing it, which in turn is going to impact your motivation. It's going to mean that you're incredibly unmotivated because the foods that you're eating do not excite you, and therefore you're not really going to be in a position where you actually want to undergo the process because you just do not enjoy doing it. Therefore, continuing to eat your favourite foods is important because it will mean that you actually enjoy what you are eating, and therefore it means you are going to be more likely to actually sticking to the process of maintaining a calorie deficit when losing weight. Therefore, losing weight doesn't come down to which foods you need to give up or which foods you only need to eat and being really restrictive and limited about it. Ultimately, all it comes down to is ensuring that you consume fewer calories than you expend. And again, that is true regardless of the foods that you are eating. So to give you an example, in second year of university for me, I went on this health drive in my first semester where I attempted just some absolutely ridiculous things. So 600 calories per day just to really drive up that deficit. And I ate foods that I thought were going to be really good for me. So 3 eggs in the morning, 3 hard-boiled eggs, a tin can of tuna at lunchtime, then some chicken and vegetables. And ultimately that's on some days all that I ate in order to maintain 600 calories throughout the course of the day and really try to build up that caloric deficit. At the same time, I was also pushing really hard with regards to swimming, and it was the time that I just started weight training as well. So I was introducing weights into my exercise routine. So really going hard with regards to how many calories I was burning off through exercise and ultimately not fueling myself whatsoever. And as a result, I tanked. I just really struggled to have energy for anything. I found everything difficult. My mood was quite low most of the time, and ultimately my academic grades suffered as a result, where in year 1 I achieved an average of 76% across my exams. In that first semester, I achieved only 52%. So not only did it affect me physically, but it also affected me mentally as well, and quite significantly to my detriment. I was feeling awfully hungry, and therefore this is just not the way to go. Just restricting yourself and being overly restrictive just does not work when it comes to a weight loss campaign, because psychologically it means that you cannot stick to it. And ultimately as well, I was unable to stick to those 600 calorie days, especially when I was playing so much sport as well. So I'd often go on massive binges. So I'd just go to Tesco and get 4 rolls of bread and absolutely smash that down before my swimming session. And as we got closer to Christmas as well, there were some days where I'd finished a pack of those 6 mince pies, which, you know, probably brought my calories all the way up to maintenance, and perhaps even pushed me over. And so trying to take this really restrictive route overall is not beneficial in the long run. If you plan those treats, if you plan to incorporate the foods that you enjoy into your diet in advance, it means that psychologically it makes things all the more easier. You are going to enjoy the process more, and therefore you're going to stick to it, keeping in touch with that sustainability principle. And therefore, over the long run, it means you're going to continue momentum, continue to lose weight, and you are just going to be all the more motivated as a result. So that brings me on to today's task. So that is to download the app MyFitnessPal and get yourself set up on there. One tip when it comes to setting up MyFitnessPal is when setting your activity level, set it to not very active, because once you've done that, ultimately the number of calories MyFitnessPal tells you that you need during a day is your maintenance calories when you do not conduct any exercise. Despite the fact that you may be active, and you may even be very active and therefore tempted to select the higher activity levels, ultimately if you select one of those levels but then start inputting how many calories you burn off through exercise, you're then going to end up double counting, and therefore that's why I recommend selecting not very active when setting up MyFitnessPal as to your activity level, and then you get a baseline understanding for how many calories you burn off over the course of the day when you don't do anything at all. Those activity levels are ultimately just a way of helping you to estimate how many additional calories that is you burn off through exercise, and is just a way of helping you to estimate that if you don't have a great idea as to how many that is. So once you've done that and got set up on MyFitnessPal, what I then want you to do is write a comment down below in the comment section explaining how many calories you need per day for maintenance. So that's how many calories you need in order to maintain your current levels of body fat. So once you've done that, that is all there is for today. Thank you again very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.
Subscribe to my channel to make sure that you're notified of whenever I upload any new videos. Click on the thumbnail to watch another video of mine, or for my fellow master swimmers, to gain clarity and confidence on how to eat in order to improve your swim times, head to westcough.com/masterclass.